All right, welcome, guys. All right, good morning, everybody. Good evening, whatever it is. Today is Monday, February 19th, 2024. Starting lineup for Baker Hornets. Leading off, number 4, Yadiel Oriano. In center field, at the number 2 spot, Caden Horton, number 8 at shortstop. Batting in the cleanup is number 17, Lucas Lalaberte, the pitcher. At first base, batting fourth, number 20, J.R. Golden. At third base, number 21, Zane Mizell. Catching, number 3, Daniel Smith. Second base, number 5, Caden Zoltek. Left field, number 0, Gabe Amick. Your DH. Well, we're about to get kicked off here at McGill Toolen. At the lip, weather is decent baseball weather for February. Not great, but anyway, I'm going to go back in a short mute here while they're playing music. All right, welcome back here. Currently 57 degrees here at the Lip, but we're going to be dropping down below 50 here before this game's over with. Leading off for the Baker Hornets is number 4, Yadiel Oriano. Grounded out to first base. Stepping up to the plate now is
after the play by Stone,
Caden Horton
for the Hornets, number 8, Caden Horton.
First baseman, unassisted 3U put out there at first base. Number 3 on the bump. I don't know who it is. I missed his name. Caden, second pitch of the game. Fouled it off down the first base line. Lala Berte's on deck. Ball high. The 0-1 delivery, ball high. The 1-1 delivery. Beat it to the ground like a bunt. That's trouble. Horton beats it out for a single there. Infield single. So that puts Horton on first base on the nice little infield single. Couldn't have placed a better bunt down if he tried. 1 out. Man on first base. Lala Berte is stepping up. Pitching for McGill is Crawford, number 3. Got 4 pitches, 1 out. Man on first base here in the top of the first. Horton steals the bag on ball 1. Ball 1. And Horton is in scoring position here. Lala Berte, the 3-hole hitter, been doing really well. They're hitting almost 500 or right around 500 of the year through 3 games. This is the 4th. Fouled that ball off now. 1-1 count. So Crawford on the mound. He's thrown about 6 pitches now. Got the first pitch was an out, and then Horton fouled one off, took a walk ball, and then hit a little dribble just outside the circle of the infield and beat it out there easy. 2 balls, 1 strike to Lala Berte from Crawford. 1 out here, man in scoring position. Should be looking for something here that he can hit out into right center field or left center field, something he can drive in the gap. Hits the ball on the ground, up the middle, shortstop fields it. Laliberte on the way to first. 6-3 put out.
After the play by Linehan, next up, J.R. Golden.
That brings J.R. Golden up to the plate here. Horton advances to third on the infield put out. 6-3, 2 outs now. Golden stepping up to the plate here. Crawford comes set and delivers. Golden hits a good hard ball to second base. Bobbled a little bit, and 4-3 put out by Golden there. Hitting a ground ball to second base. Hit it hard, but right to him. Not much of a chance. So we're going to be going to a little commercial break here, so to speak, while they're playing a little Thunderstruck there, and that way we don't get any copyright infringements on YouTube. So bear with us here while we cross over from the top half to the bottom half. We'll come back here with McGill coming up the bat here, leading off. Stein at first base, Wings the second baseman, and Tyler the center fielder. All right, welcome back here. Laliberte just finished his warm-up pitches. Smith threw down a second. Got away a little bit, but we're okay. Coming up to apparently the lineup is a little different. He said Connor Ollis is leading off, the left fielder. I'm showing Stein the leadoff guy, but Ollis is apparently the batter. The first pitch by Laliberte is a strike called down the middle of the plate. So Laliberte is getting a sign from Daniel Smith, the backstop. Second pitch, strike 2. So just to give you a little bit of a defensive view of what we got going on, Lucas Laliberte, number 17, is on the mound. You got Daniel Smith, number 3, behind the plate. At third base, you got Zane Mizell, number 21. At shortstop, you got Caden Horton. Caden Horton,
McGill, number 6, Patrick Williams.
Number 8. At second base, you've got Caden Zoltek. And at first base, you got J.R. Golden. Weems stepping up for McGill Toolen now. Around the outfield, left to right. In left field, you've got Gabe Amick. In center field, Yadiel Oriano. And in right field, you've got Ethan Wheat, who is not batting. He's being DH for. So first pitch for Laliberte to Weems is a ball. Laliberte. Second pitch is a strike. Horton does not field it cleanly.
Single by Weems.
And
Next up, number
they
15,
gave him a
Lars
single,
Hansen.
which I'm not sure that's what it should have been, but it is what it is. Lawrence Hansen, the third baseman, is now at the bat. Lawrence Hansen. So you got one out. There is a runner on first base, which is Weems. And Lala Berthe is getting a sign from the stretch from Smith. Smith's giving the sign, comes set. Weems gets a good lead. Swing and a miss. And Weems got a little bit bigger lead than he was comfortable with. And Smith threw it down there and let him know we're watching. Excuse me. So 0-1 here. Lala Berthe looking into Smith for a sign. Checks the runner. Comes set. Weems digging in over there. It looks like he might be going. And there he goes. Smith's throwing down. Horton comes off the bag to get it. It is a swing and miss. Must have been a hit and run. We've got 2 strikes now. Lala Berthe started off the first batter with 2 strikes. The second batter he didn't, and now we're back to 2 strikes on the third batter. So 1 out. Man is now in scoring position as Weems. And we'll see how we do here. Lala Berthe on the 0-2. Fastball down the middle of the plate.
Next up for the Yellow Jackets, Jack Linehan.
Jack Linehan coming to the plate. Linehan is the shortstop, number 9, who is also the cleanup hitter now with 2 outs. Man on second base. Linehan up. Lala Berthe getting the sign. Checked his runner once. Horton's in position. Checked his runner a second time. Checks a third time and comes to the plate. Way to start it. Best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. All right. Smith gets a sign from the dugout. Lala Berthe gets it from Smith. He's checking his runner now. Comes set 1 time. Off speed. Ball high. A good breaking ball over the plate, but he kind of hung it. So good thing the 4-hole hitter didn't try to exploit that hanger. We've been here before, the Golden family anyway. This ballpark does let balls fly out there to left pretty good. It's only 315 down the line. 369 to center. I think it's 315 down the right field line too. Not a very big high school field. So Power Alley is probably 350-ish. 2-1 count from Lala Berthe. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Lala Berthe is dealing today. Should be out of the inning. But that's all right. He's handling it himself here. Just needs to stay on. 2-2 is the count. He makes another bender here on a 2-2. Probably gets Linehan. But we will see. Gets a sign. 2-2 delivery to Linehan. Fastball. He's behind it. Fouls it off towards the first base dugout. Linehan was expecting the curve. Fastball surprised him a little bit, and he fouled it off to the right. So for pitch number 6 on a 2-2 count with 2 outs in the top of the first inning. Lala Berthe gets a sign from Smith, checks the runner once, comes to the plate. Breaking ball. Outside, Smith just let it go, but it was a little low and outside. Counts full. It was a good pitch. Just didn't get Linehan going after it. Probably should have brought that on the front door side of the plate. Would have got him a little bit better. But try not to give him anything to drive. It's the cleanup hitter. He is the cleanup hitter. Man on second. 3-2. Delivery. Fastball outside.
Next up for the Yellow Jackets, number 5, Wesley Stevens.
So coming to the plate now is the 5-hole hitter, number 5, Wesley Stevens. So Lala Berthe's got him on first and second now. There are 2 outs. and we're at the fifth batter in the lineup. So he's got thrown 12 pitches so far. Still not a bad inning. Um, oh, got him leaning through the ball to second base and plunked him in the back there, it looked like. Umpire immediately called time, and everybody's checking on Weems right now. They're at second base, the second baseman. Looks like he's staying in the game. Hit him in the elbow. Coach is rubbing it a little bit. Put some dirt on there, and it should be all right. Well, we got a little break in the action here. The schedule for the Hornets JV the rest of the week. Wednesday, we're going to be traveling to Alberta. Thursday, we'll be at home versus St. Paul's. We'll be off Friday and going to Pascagoula at 12 p.m. Saturday afternoon. So Lala Berte's back pitching pitching to Stevens. No count here. Remember the first move was to second base. There are 2 outs. First pitch strike. Lala Berte staying dialed in, even with the small break in between action here. Smith gives Lala Berte the sign. He comes set and delivers another fastball down the middle of the plate. Keeping him a little off balance. I'm not quite sure if you're getting a fastball or if it's a little wrinkle he's got, but sit up outside. I'm going to guess it's a breaking ball. It is. Excuse me. A very good pitch. Just not enough to entice the batter with 0-2. So Lala Berte comes set, checks Weems at second base. The 1-2 delivery is a fastball, a little low and outside. Smith on a good frame, but just a touch low. I think the umpire let it go. Brings the count 2-2. 2-2 count. Lucas comes set. Fastball, fair ball, down the right field line. That's going to plate Weems. We've turned a corner here, and it looks like, all right. So Stevens gets taken out. Taken out after rounding second base.
Second inning, McGill up 2-0.
So we're moving into the top of the second inning. 2 runs across for McGill Toolen. Leading off here will be Zane Mizell, followed by Daniel Smith, and follow Daniel Smith will be Caden Zoltek. We'll be right back after this coffee break. All right, coming back to the lip here. Um, Mizell is on the mound, or at the plate. Number 21, Zane Mizell, playing third base tonight. Ball low. Just to recap the back end of that inning, I know I kind of got a little funky on you guys, but Stevens hit a double on a line drive down the right field line, which plated two, Weems and Linehan. Stevens rounded second, hard to third as the ball was headed to third. Mizell reining back to second, tossed it back to Zoltek, and Zoltek tagged him out there at second base. Second pitch from Crawford is a ball, so it's 2-0 on Mizell. Ball high for ball three. Three 0 count is called strike. Crawford dialed it in there after three straight balls. Scoreboard does show 2 outs, but this is the first batter of the inning, so if you can see the scoreboard, don't panic. Mizell grounds a hard chopper to third base. Third base fields it cleanly, throws to first, and Mizell is out at first. That brings to the plate number 3, Daniel Smith. Crawford's delivery to Smith. Smith pops it up. It's in foul territory over here. Looks like it's going to be playable. Pop out to the first baseman there, just in foul territory. So this half inning, Mizell saw 5 pitches, and then Smith popped out foul on his first pitch. Stepping to the plate is number 5, Caden Zoltek. Zoltek at second base tonight. Takes ball 1 high. There are now 2 outs, so the scoreboard is correct at this point. Zoltek looks out at the mound, and Crawford is getting ready to deal. Crawford throws a strike, which Zoltek promptly fouls it off. So 1-1 count here for Crawford. He gets his sign and comes set. He's working from the stretch with no one on. It's ball high. He's pretty much been in the stretch, I think, all day, if I remember correctly. He's not gone from the windup once. Toes the rubber, looks in for a sign. It is a 2-1 count. He comes set, delivers to Zoltek. Zoltek swings and is a little behind. Brings the count to 2-2. 2-2 on deck is Gabe Amick. We'll see if he gets a chance to hit this inning or not. Crawford comes set, delivers a 2-2. Zoltek real late, tops it. Pitcher fields it. Errant throw, but first baseman hauls it in. And that'll end the bottom or the top of the second inning. We're headed to the bottom of the inning. I'd love to tell you what the lineup is here for McGill Toolen, but only got 4 players that haven't batted yet: Stein, Crawford, Lindsay, and King. So guessing it's a little bit of one of those 3. But La Liberte's been throwing a heck of a game so far. He's thrown 1 complete inning. He's given up 1 hit, but it did cost him 2 unearned runs because of the Horton error there on the ground ball. Struck out 2 and walked 1, but 2 runs across the plate. McGill leads, headed into the bottom of the second. 0-2, McGill Toolen. We'll take a short break while they're playing some music here at the lip. All right. The first baseman, Stein, is at the plate. Lalaberte's first pitch is a strike right down the middle. Best pitch in baseball. Strike one, folks. All day, every day, twice on Sunday. Lalaberte's getting it signed in the windup. The 0-1 delivery is a little bit high, just a little bit outside. Stein's the first baseman tonight. Um, the 1-1 delivery results in a swing and a miss, bringing the count to 1-2. Laberte starts his motion. The 1-2 delivery is a curveball, which stays up and in. Laberte dodges it so he can continue hitting. Teammates admonishing him to wear it. Wear it, wear it. As only baseball players can say. 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss.
Next up for McGill, number 3, Trip Crawford.
Now the pitcher's coming to the plate now. Trip Crawford, number 3. Um, Crawford's thrown 2 innings here of baseball. He's only given up 1 hit and no runs. He's not walked anybody. He's not struck anybody out. Not been overpowering. But now we get to see him hit here. So first pitch is a strike from Laliberte. Like I said, best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You'd think at some point McGill would start jumping on first pitch. Laliberte has thrown that pitch, fastball over the plate. Every batter, only one has missed the strike zone on the first pitch. So second pitch there is a ball, a little bit outside. I don't think it was very high, but the 1-1 delivery was high. So we're at 2 balls, 1 strike here with 1 out to Crawford. Laliberte still throwing well, good velocity. Really only seen the fastball and the breaking ball so far. There's a fastball too low. Brings count 3-1, so he's really got to bring it back here. Apologize if I'm coughing in y'all's face on the screen here. The 3-1 delivery is low also. Batters walked.
Next up for the Jackets, the catcher, 16, Colton Lindsay.
So Colton Lindsay, number 16, is the catcher for McGill Toolen. Left-handed hitter, right-hand thrower. He's stepping to the plate. Courtesy runner going in at first base, number 18 for the pitcher. So we've got 1 out. Got 1 out. You've got the 8-hole hitter up in Lindsay. Might see a bunt here. Third baseman is playing in. Of course, first base is holding on the runner. We'll see what McGill does. If they're going to play a little small ball. We've already seen a hit and run earlier today, which resulted in a straight steal of second base. Catcher did not show. Great throw from Smith, and they get the runner. Daniel Smith, strong throw. I missed what that was called. I believe it was a ball. I'm going to call it a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. There's 2 outs now. A little nubber down the third base line. Mizell gets over there and kills the ball. It did go back by the bag foul, so it was already dead, but he fields it nonetheless and flips it back into Laliberte. 1-1 is the count to Lindsay. Laliberte's 1-1 delivery, high fastball, ball 2. So the 2-1 delivery here from Lala Bertz as he starts his motion to Lindsey. Fastball, gets a swing and a miss. That was actually maybe a changeup. That might have been his changeup. It was a little bit slower. Pretty sure that was a change. So 2-1 changeup for strike two, swing and a miss. The 2-2 delivery. Foul ball. Two fastball, strike three. Good end of the inning there for Lala Berthe. He is dealing today with 4 strikeouts. 4 strikeouts over the 2 innings. He has 36 pitches, 21 for strikes, and seen 8 batters now. So leading off for the Hornets will be Amick, followed by Jackson, and then we go back to the top to Oriano. We're going to go for a commercial break here while they're playing a little music here at the lip. Stay tuned, folks. All right, Wayward Sun just ended, and the top of the third is about to start here. Just a reminder, McGill Toolen put 2 up in the bottom of the first. After 2, they lead 2-0 still. We're at 8-9-1 in the batting order. Amick, Jackson, and then Oriano. Gabe Amick has stepped to the plate, and the first pitch he is fouled off into McGill dugout. The 0-1 pitch to Amick. Crawford tried to come back inside, jam him up a little bit, and came just a little bit too inside. Ball 1 count. Crawford gets the sign, throws the ball up and in for ball 2. McGill's Lindsey is digging through his sign package here to Crawford now. Crawford comes set. The 2-1 swing and a miss by Amos. Brings the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gabe Amick looking out at Crawford. The 2-2 delivery hits him. So that hit batter leads to a leadoff base runner freebie there, and brings up the DH, Aiden Jackson. Jackson gets a sign from Coach Williams. Amick gets a lead. Crawford bounces it in at first. Lindsay throws it into right field, but Amick can't get up. The right fielder gets up and backs it up real good there. So first pitch to Jackson is a ball in the dirt outside part of the plate that Lindsay smothered and promptly threw it away. But the right fielder was doing pretty good, and since Amick had to dive back in, it proved to not be able to advance the runner on the error. Crawford picks off at first, gets away, but didn't squirt away enough. So another throwing error by McGill Toolen that Baker cannot capitalize on, and just not getting away well enough, or really good defense by the outfielder there, King, that was backing up first pretty good. The second pitch to Aiden Jackson is also outside, which for me is what we're looking for here. We want to hit the ball behind the runner at first base, pick that outside pitch, drive it into the hole between first and second. Second baseman's playing way up the middle. Due to the righty, I get it. They're playing double play depth, but Amick gets his lead. Jackson swings and fouls off right between his legs there to the backstop. So it's 2-1 now is the count. Crawford toes the rubber, gets his sign from Lindsay, checks on Amick at first base, comes set and delivers. Jackson fouls the ball off, hits the flagpole. That was pretty impressive. I don't think he can do that again if he tried, but he did hit the American flag on the pole. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and McGill's got Mortal Kombat little snippets that said finish him just now. We'll see who finishes who, but Jackson is ready to go in the box, dug in well. Amick's got his lead off. Crawford throws the first. Amick back in relatively easy. Stein gets the ball back to Crawford. Lindsay's going back to the signs here. And Crawford comes set on the 2-2. Ball is outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. There are no outs. We should see a good lead, but we shouldn't see him go with no outs unless there's a steal on it. So Amy gets just normal lead. Jackson hits the ball hard up the middle. Shortstop is going to make it, drops it, but the second baseman with his foot attached is able to get the out at second base. Really good play by second baseman there, Weems. The shortstop bobbled the ball, and second baseman was able to grab it up off the ground. So we still got a man on first base. It's now Jackson replacing Amick. And now Yadiel Oriano, number 4, the leadoff man, is up to bat. Third baseman in on the grass, the leadoff man. Jackson takes off on a hit and run, and Oriano fouls it off. Trying to manufacture some runs here is Baker. Playing some good fundamental baseball with a hit and run. Good contact guy at the plate. Decent runner at first base. Great call, Coach Williams. Jackson gets a normal size lead. Crawford picks off. Jackson's in easy. Crawford gets his sign again here. It's 0-1 to Yadiel after the foul ball. Jackson normal lead. Yadiel swing and misses. Kind of thought I heard a tip there, but the umpire did not signal for a tip pitch. Counts now 0-2 with 1 out. Jackson's still at first base. Crawford toes the rubber. Gets his sign from Lindsay. Checks on Jackson, comes set, and delivers to 0-2. Yadiel fights and fouls it off over the Robert J. Baggett center there for the McGill Toolen Yellow Jackets indoor facility. Yadiel steps in from the left-hand side of the plate again. Crawford is getting his sign from Lindsay, and Jackson's got his lead off. The 0-2 is high. Stein catches the ball and tries a between the legs tag on Jackson, who's in there safely. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Jackson still at first. Standard size lead. Nothing special. Yadiel swings and misses on a low breaking ball on a strikeout. So KK
Strikeout by Crawford. Next up,
Horton is stepping to plate number 8. Now, if you remember in the first inning, he full swing nubber right there, just off the dirt, and with his speed, it was like a perfectly timed infield bunt. So he made on with a single. It's the only hit the Hornets had. He lays down a beautiful bunt down the third base line. Third baseman feels it and has no play. So Horton, just like that, Horton bunts on an infield single, and now there's first and second. A little bit different game here. 2 hits for Horton, both of them, one a swinging bunt, one an intentional bunt. Beautifully laid down bunt. Pitcher had no play. Third baseman came in and got it. Only thing better was if Jackson was on his horse and could have rounded and went. So now we got a runner in scoring position. Lalaberte, the 3-hole hitter, is stepping to the plate. Crawford gets his sign, delivers curveball outside for ball 1. Crawford drops the ball upon getting it back from Lindsey. But so 1 ball, no strike. There are 2 outs. Jackson's lead at second's a little better than it was at first. KK's got a decent lead, standard lead at first. Lalaberte hits the ball to the left side. The shortstop fields it. First baseman picks it, and Lalaberte is out at first base. So just like that, after 2, the Hornets get 2 runners and cannot capitalize on it. Coming to the plate for McGill Toolen is the right fielder King, the left fielder Ollie, and the second baseman Weems. So 9-1-2. Lalaberte is still on the mound, and throwing a gem. Like I said, 2 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts. We did give up 1 hit with a 2 unearned runs. So we're going to take a little pause here while McGill's playing some current pop music. All right. Welcome to the bottom of the third. The Yellow Jackets are coming to the bat. Number 12, James King, who is the right fielder, made a really good play down the line here, backing up the overthrow from Lindsey. But at the plate now for the Hornets. I'm sorry, for the Yellow Jackets is King, and Ethan Wheat runs down the murdered ball by King in right field and pulls it in for out number 1 on the first pitch. So congratulations to Ethan Wheat on that. That was a tremendous play. Coming up now is the leadoff man, Carter Ollis, I think is what they said. Ollis is his name. Lalaberte gets his sign from Smith and starts his windup. First pitch, strike 1. Might sound like a broken record, but that is the best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. So the 0-2 is in the dirt for ball one. 1 and 2 is the count. 1 and 2 is the count. See what Laliberte Smith sets up outside. It's a fastball just a little bit too far out. Smith framed it up real nice, but he had already set up out and then had to move a little bit further out to receive it. 2-2 pitch. Fastball down the middle of the plate. Strikeout number 5 for Laliberte through 3.
Up next for the Jackets.
So we got 2/3 of inning down, and we've got a strikeout and a line out to Ethan Wheat. The second baseman, Patrick Weems, is coming to the plate, number 6. Weems took a base on balls in the first inning and was the first run. Actually, no, Weems actually reached on an error in the first inning to shortstop. So we'll see how we do here. He pulls down to show bunt. Ball is high. Zane Mizell did come up to field. Weems has got some decent wheels. Laliberte's 1-0 delivery is fastball for strike 1. That's Weems is the only batter in the lineup, I believe, that has taken a ball the first pitch in both of his at-bats. The 1-1 delivery is also a strike. So now we're at 1-2. Weems is yet to offer at the plate, at the deliveries, at the pitches. 1-2 count with 2 outs here. See what the payoff pitch is. Fastball, chopper to shortstop. Horton fields clean, makes a throw to Golden, and he's out at first base. 6-3 on the putout. Great play by Caden Horton. Moving into the bottom of, or the top of the 4th inning, Golden, Mizell, and Smith due up for the Hornets. So while they're playing a little music here, we'll go ahead and take a TV timeout. All right. Hey, now you're a rock star just ends as we're getting up to bat here. Number 20, J.R. Golden leading off things for the Baker Hornets. We're at 4, 5, 6 in the order here, as I mentioned before the break. Golden, Mizell, Smith. Sounds like hit, hit, hit. At least to me. Pitch by Crawford. Curveball. In for a strike. That's all right. Wouldn't let him hang that on me again. Crawford comes set. Ball low. Looks like a changeup. He went off speed there. 1-1 count. Golden asked for time. He's granted time. He's not going to let the pitcher work him over. Gets himself set in the box. Crawford gets his sign. The 1-1 delivery. Fastball. Golden drives into left center field. It is down. Should be a double. Golden headed to second base. Very nice hit.
Next up, 21, Zane Mizell.
Very nice hit. All right, Golden doubles to left center field. Goes to the fence. Really nice drive. Hit the ball hard twice. Mizell's up to the plate. Crawford's checked Golden twice. Comes to the plate. Fastball. Strike one. Golden gets his lead. Not a very big lead. He's not a very fast runner. So shortstop's hanging out around him, trying to entice Crawford to throw. Mizell lines the ball off to the football field and right. Foul ball, strike two. It's 0-2 now, no outs. Man on second base in scoring position is Golden. Mizell gets a 0-2 pitch, was outside for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mizell digging in. Crawford toes the rubber, gets a sign from Lindsey as Golden takes his lead. Shortstop out there in case Crawford wants to go. Dutton. Mizell dribbles it to third. Third baseman fields it and eats him up a little bit at third for an infield single. That brings up here now with man on first and second, no outs. Daniel Smith, number 3, the catcher. Neither Mizell nor Golden are fleet of foot. Mizell looks like he's done a little work and gotten a little quicker. Golden slimmed down a little bit, but he's still a baby giraffe out there, and we'll see what the coach calls here. No show. Smith hits the ball hard at the middle. It eats up the shortstop. Bases are now loaded as Smith blows up the shortstop there. Linehan just couldn't handle it, the smash from Smith. That brings up number 5, Caden Zoltek. Courtesy runner in at first base is looks like Cunningham there running for the catcher. Got to make sure Cunningham don't pass up Mizell and Golden on this next hit. Connor's a little bit faster than those two. And you say third to home. You think Cunningham would catch him? Have you seen Golden run? Maybe. It's a possibility. So the first pitch to Zoltek is a strike. Center field looks to be fairly shallow. Right and left are a little deeper. Crawford comes on an 0-1. Zoltek fouls it off for strike 2. Hornets are cooking here. Bases loaded, no outs. Corners are in. A smash to the corners could prove difficult to field. Double play depth in the center of the diamond, which is expected here with the lead. The 0-2 is high and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Golden led off the inning with a double. Mizell hit a single to the third baseman who bobbled a little bit and didn't have a throw with Golden at second. And then Smith smashed the ball to shortstop who couldn't field it. The 1-2 delivery from Crawford is a breaking ball to Zoltek, which is low and away for ball 2. 2-2 count. No outs. Crawford's in his stretch, comes set after getting the sign from Lindsay and delivers. Fastball that is dumped over the first baseman's head for a single into shallow right. Golden scores. Bringing in the first run for the Hornets. Advancing Mizell to third, Cunningham to second, and now Zoltek at first. Coming to the plate now is number 0, Gabe Amick. In the meantime, we've got a little timeout call by the coach of McGill Toolen. We're going to go settle down Crawford a little bit. They do have the bullpen warming up. Looks like he's trying to get going pretty quick, so I'm not sure if he's looking to make a change here or not. He's not made a call to the bullpen yet. He's not called the full infield in. First base is there, third base is there, middle is back talking it up. Actually, they're all back talking it up. It's just a catcher and a pitcher on the mound with the coach. Huddle breaks. We're headed back to action. Coach Williams had a little powwow with Mizell and with Amick. You know, this would be a great spot for a little squeeze bunt at home. Third base is in on the grass, and so is first. A push bunt, maybe the second or short, would be really good. It would score 1, maybe 2, and still result in an infield single. But Amick digging in, Crawford on the delivery. Amick with a full swing, fouls it off over the third base side, over the R.J. Baggett indoor facility for strike 1. Amick digs back in. Crawford looks in, gets a sign. All the runners get advanced a little bit. Ball high. Throw down to get Mizell at third. Umpire says he is safe. So 1-1 is the count. So the count is 1-1. There are no outs. Bases are still juiced. Baker cooking here in the top of the 4th. Crawford to the plate on 1-1. Ball high and a breaking ball. It didn't bend much. Stayed up. Didn't have its intended effect, I don't believe, on Amick. Of course, there's a righty throwing a breaking ball into a lefty, which can be disastrous. But we'll see how it goes. Fastball high and away for ball 3. Amick's looking for one pitch here. One pitch only. Something about thigh high that he can drive and burn the right fielder. If he can burn the right fielder, you've got some wheels at second. Zoltek might be able to get to third, if not home. We'll see how it happens here. We got a 3-1 delivery by Crawford. Amick settles. Ball 4. The walk draws in Mizell. Brings Aiden Jackson, number 22, up to the plate. Jackson's 0 for 1. Bases are loaded. Ball game's tied. Little number to the pitcher. The pitchers field the ball, come into home. They get the force out at home on the fielder's choice. 1-2 put out for out number 1. No runs will score. It now has Zoltek at third, Amick at second. Now Jackson at first. Cunningham was forced out at the plate. Curveball in for ball 1. Here we go, Yadiel Oriano, the leadoff man. 0 for 2 today. He's been in fuego this year so far. Expect a good at bat here by Yadiel. Left fielder has really given a big gap down the line there. Yadi picks an outside pitch here and can drive it that way. That might have been it right there. He let it go on the outside part of the plate, strike one. You catch a fastball out there, though, and he hits it down that line. We're scoring two for sure, and could end up at second and third, maybe scoring three. I'm not real sure on Jackson's speed there at first. Crawford delivers the 1-1 high. Ball's into left field, thrown air by the catcher. That brings Zoltek to the plate for the third run. We're back to first and second now. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Hornets have just went up on the throwing error by the Hornets, or the Yellow Jackets catcher Lindsey. The 2-1 is a called strike on Yadiel. 2-2 is the count here at the top of the order. Like I said, Yadiel has been on fire this year. Wouldn't expect anything but a nice drive here. 2-2 count. Got him on a high fastball for the second out of the inning. That brings up Horton. Horton has had a swinging bunt to lead off his first inning at bat and a purposeful bunt in his at bat in the third inning. Man on first and second, one would not expect a bunt here, but the way he laid down the other one wouldn't rule it out. He gets a nice, hard ground ball to left field. We've got the runner waves home, and he's safe. Horton is thrown out, advancing to second base, though.
Bottom of the inning, Baker on 4-2. Get to stop by the concession stand for some Mac Team baseball merch and a hamburger.
All right, just to recap what happened there before I give you a break, if I can do it here. Um, Man on first and second, Caden Horton is at the plate, and Horton hits a beautiful single on a ground ball on the first pitch of the bat to left field. Olive throws the ball home to the catcher. The catcher throws it back to second base. Amick gives score on the play. Jackson advanced to third. The field umpire called Caden Horton out at second base. But Horton is just on fire today. That's the third hit of the day for KK, driving in 1 run. He is 3 for 3 at shortstop. It is now 4-2 Hornets heading into the bottom of the 4th inning with McGill coming up to bat. And coming to bat for McGill should be Hanson, Lenigan, and then Stevens. I've made it through this break. I don't know. Hopefully YouTube doesn't flag us here with the music. Hopefully it's pretty
Leading
muffled.
off for
But
the Yellow Jackets, third baseman, Lars Hansen, number 15.
like I said, Lawrence Hanson leading off the third baseman, then Lenigan, and then Stevens. Hanson's 0 for 1. Lenigan has got a walk, and then Stevens had the double that drove in both runs. The first pitch is a weak pop-up. Zoltek out into the outfield and secures that relatively easy.
Jackets, number 9, shortstop, Jack Linehan.
Coming to the plate now after one pitch here for Lila Verte is Jack Linehan, the shortstop, number 9. Like I said, took a walk in the first inning, and then he does have an error I believe. A bunt to Smith, throw to Golden. The second pitch is an out. So two pitches. Um,
Up for McGill, DH, number 5, Wesley Stevens.
Two outs. All right, Wesley Stevens is stepping up to the plate. Had the double in the first inning, which knocked in 2 runs. Um, to the only 2 runs McGill has. So first pitch by Laliberte is a ball high and inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Laliberte gets a sign from Smith. He rocks in his stance, throws a strike for his second pitch. 1-1 is now the count, evening it up. The 1-1 is an off-speed, low and inside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth inning. The 2-1 delivery. Changeup, fouled off for strike 2. Aliberto's been doing a very good job keeping him off balance today. Like I said, he's just thrown his 48th pitch. He's thrown 30 of them for strikes against 13 batters. He struck out 5 of them. 2 unearned runs. He does have 2 base on balls. There's a ball hit hard to first baseman. Golden fields it cleanly. Um, does really good there at first base. And that'll advance us to the top. So coming up in the top of the 5th inning for the Hornets, number 3 batter, 17, Lucas Liliberte. Number 4 batter, number 20, J.R. Golden. Number 5 batter, number 21, Zane Mizell. Together today, they're 2 for 6 with 2 runs scored, so and a double. That'll take us here a little break until we come back here. It looks as though they have changed pitchers. Number 14 is now in for McGill. Toolen. Crawford has been removed from the game. Um, and I believe that's a lineup change completely because this guy was not in the game prior to that. So we'll see where they make the change defensively, but that's where we're at right now. Stay tuned on this commercial. All right, the Yellow Jacks have brought in number 14, Chase Young, to start the 5th inning for the Yellow Jackets. Stepping to the plate for the Baker Hornets is number 17, Lucas Laliberte. Laliberte is 0 for 2 today. A couple hard hit balls. He just hadn't got through. The first pitch is inside, Young got a little bit of a sidearm delivery, 3/4 to sidearm almost, almost, almost right at the 9 o'clock spot on the clock. Laliberte hits the ball right back to the pitcher. 1-3 is the scored putout. No stare downs, no karma. Just a great play by the pitcher. Stepping up to the plate now is number 20, J.R. Golden. He's 1 for 2 today. A hard hit ball to second base for a ground out and a double in the left center gap, scoring this run, the game's first run for the Hornets. First pitch off speed, high. Don't want to give a fastball to the 4-hole hitter, it looks like, so they came off speed. Golden digs back in, gets timeout just as Young was about to come to the plate, controlling his pace as he gets in the box. Young gets his sign and delivers. Golden fouls it off, just tops it. A little different view here. Young is providing from the right-hand side. Crawford was righty too, but he was more traditionally over the top. Young here is a little bit 9 o'clock. That ball's in the dirt. Another fastball, but almost looked like maybe a slider thrown from that sidearm position. The 2-1. Golden, hits the ball hard, but foul. Two balls, two strikes, one out here for Golden. Young on the mound. Golden needed to get a breather here. Step back out. Young steps off. Young toes the rubber from the windup. Nod to the pitch and delivers the 2-2. Curve ball, getting Golden on a strikeout. That'll lead us up to
2 outs for McGill. Next up, 21.
number 21, the third baseman, Zane Mizell. Mizell on an infield hit his last at bat. He's 1 for 2 today with the second run scored for Baker. Smashed a ball that was hard for the third baseman to handle, and he didn't grab it out of his glove to throw to first and ended up not making the throw at all, just ate it. So the 0-1, Mizell drives it back up the middle for a single to center field. 2-out single to center field. That's going to bring up to bat the catcher, number 3, Daniel Smith. Smith's over 2. His last at bat, though, he reached on a ball that he just absolutely crushed a shortstop who couldn't handle it. Nearly took his glove off and rolled out into the outfield, which loaded the bases. It really set up the scoring drive there that Baker had. A hit and run, swing and miss by Daniel Smith, but Zane Mizell was able to steal second base there. So after 2, we've got a runner in scoring position. The count is 0-1. We just need Smith to drive this ball down that third base line. Off speed, swing and a miss. Hey, think right center, Daniel. That meant to mute it before I cheered for the visitors here. 0-2, 2 outs. Mizell on second. I'm expecting a little frisbee here from Young. And that's what he provides. Swing and a miss, strikeout. Moving into the bottom of the 5th, we should see Stein, Young, and Lindsay coming to the plate. Stein, Young, and Lindsay coming to the plate. course, Crawford still could be batting. There is a DH in play, and they could have put Crawford in the field. I haven't really paid attention yet, so we'll see how that works here in a moment. Liberte still on the mound, still dealing after he's pitched a total of 4 innings and struck out 5, 2 base on balls and 2 unearned runs. The score going into the bottom of the 5th, Baker Hornets 4, McGill Toolen Yellow Jackets 2. Time for our commercial break.
Number 17, Evan Stein.
As I mentioned before, number 17, Evan Stein, the first baseman for McGill Toolen, is going to lead off the inning. Laliberte is rubbing the ball down out there at the pitcher's mound, taking his time to come up and toe the rubber. From the windup, gets a sign from Smith, starts his motion, and the first pitch to Stein is butter. Strike 1. At the risk of repeating myself, again, best pitch in baseball, strike 1. Laliberte, the 0-1, another fastball, puts it by Stein. Not sure what to think. We've seen the change. We've seen the curve. What are we going to go here? 0-2. My personal favorite's high and tight or curve it low and away. Smith is set up outside, but it's a fastball on the corner. Freezes Stein for strike 3.
Now batting for McGill, number 14, Chase Young.
All right. The pitcher now did come in for Crawford. Chase Young is now batting, number 14. Laliberte starts his motion and delivers to the plate. Fastball. Woo! Not sure where that was. Smith wanted it. Strike 1, but it was ball 1, says the umpire. Not sure he liked Smith's little hop, but I would have hopped too because that looked good. Laliberte gets a sign from Smith, who relays it from the dugout. Laliberte starts his motion. Driven down the left field line. Left fielder gives chase. Chase Young rounds it, headed towards second base, and he's going. The throw is late. I'm not sure what happened out there. It looks like it slipped out of his hand. A little dew action in the outfield. And
After the double by Chase Young, we've
gonna
got up next.
score that as a
Number
double
16, Colton
is what the
Lindsey.
home has scored him. Number 16, Colton Lindsey, the catcher, is coming up to bat. Left-handed hitter, right-handed thrower. So Chase Young, the pitcher, is getting courtesy run. It's only the second hit Laliberte's allowed all game long. So we'll see how we go. Golden is and Mizell are up. There's no one to hold on at first base, so might as well be ready for a bunt. I would say the bag is Zoltex if Golden's got a charge. And it's a replay for Mizell. It's got to be a hard bunt for the third baseman to come in and get that. The catcher does not show a bunt, though. He goes ahead and Lindsey has a full hat. So I don't believe we were in a bunt situation here with the 8-hole hitter down 2 runs. Lalaberte throws an off speed high, a little too high for my liking, and the umpire calls it ball one. So 1-1. Man on second base. Golden now is even after the swing with the batter. So not expecting bunt. He does creep back up to the edge of the cut just in case. The 1-1 delivery is checked on. Umpire says he did not go. 2 balls, 1 strike. That man in the field really is in a good position to catch that. I think he might have held up. It actually was probably a pretty good right call there by the umpire behind the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike for Lalaberte to deal. Fouled it off. Left field line. Mizell gives chase. The ball is out of play. Foul ball. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Man in scoring position at the second base is a courtesy runner for the pitcher Chase Young. Double down the left field line. Lalaberte gets a sign from Smith. Comes set. 2-2. Curveball. Strike 3.
Now batting for McGill Toolen, right fielder, number 12, James King.
So James King, the number 9 hole hitter, bottom of the lineup, comes up the plate. Scoring man in scoring position. Would not be the tying run, just the third run. Liberte comes set and delivers first pitch foul ball to the backstop at the top of the screen for strike 1. I don't care if it's a called strike, if it's a swing and miss, or foul ball. First pitch strike 1 is the best pitch in baseball. You've heard me say it time and time again today. Lalaberte now with 6 strikeouts on the day. The 0-1 delivery. Fastball driven into center field. Yadiel comes in and catches the ball on a dive, saving the inning. What a play. Yadiel Oriano is playing baseball in center field, let me tell you. Great catch, diving, coming in, moving into the 6th inning. We're looking at a lineup of Zoltek, Amick, and Jackson. 7, 8, 9, and then we'll roll it to Yadiel, who just made a terrific catch in center field. Baker, right now, the box score is 4 runs on 7 hits with 1 error. And the McGill Toolen Junior Varsity Yellow Jackets have 2 runs, 2 hits, and 2 errors. Lalaberte has just been the stud of the game. 4 or 5 full innings. He's only given up 2 hits. He struck out 7 against 2 walks. No hit by pitches. Thrown 64 pitches with 41 for strikes. Facing 17 batters through 5 innings. That's only 2 above what he should do for a minimum. So Zoltek will lead off. We'll be right back here after this current little pop song goes off from McGill.
For Baker, number 5.
All right. Welcome back to the lip here, starting the top of the 6th inning. Zoltek leading off here. Zoltek today is 1 for 2 with an RBI and a scored run. The first pitch from Young to Zoltek bounces in for ball 1. Young looks in there to Lindsay for the sign. throws a fastball high for ball 2. Baker leading 4-2 here in the top of the 6th inning. Put up a big 4-run inning here in the top of the 4th. Zoltek drives the ball up the middle, hard ground ball. Second baseman fields it cleanly, throws it high to first base, but Stein pulls it in for an out. That's going to bring number 0, Amick, playing left field, the left fielder, to the plate here, Gabe Amick. Amick is 0 for 0, no registered plate appearances. He was walked in his first AB. Attempted a bunt there for strike 1. Lefty with some decent speed. He bunted. He took a walk, which drove in a run on his walk in his first at bat. And he scored the 4th and final run of the 4th inning. He check swings. It's a little cheap bunt. Third baseman comes across, fields it, and gets Amick at first, still on the check swing bunt. Amick out on a 5-3 put out. That's going to bring up Aiden Jackson.
Played by Lawrence Hanson. Up next for the Baker Hornets, number 22,
Aiden Jackson is coming to the plate. He is 0 for 2 currently. Amick has the base on balls and a hit by pitch. And Jackson is Jackson's had a couple of fielder's choices, I believe. So the first pitch is a ball high. Young to Lindsey, fists Jackson. Jackson's moving. He's got some good wheels, and he beats it out. The ball does skip and hop over the first baseman. I'm not sure if they're going to give him an infield single on this play or what. I think he had it beat out.
Baker, number 4.
Coming to the plate now is Yadiel Oriano after the 2-out single by Jackson. I'm going to give him a single. It was a great hit and run. He's stealing. First pitch. Ball is beat him there, and the umpire calls him out. All right, moving to the bottom of the 6th here. Still got Lalaberte up, and we're going to go ahead and mute it for the regular commercial break here. Baker still holds on to a 4-2 lead.